When is Memorial Day 2023? This U.S. federal holiday is observed on the last Monday of May to honor the men and women who have died while serving in the military. It was formerly known as Decoration Day. Memorial Day will be observed on Monday, May 29th. Memorial Day 2023. What's the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? On both Memorial Day and Veterans Day, it's customary to spend time remembering and honoring the countless veterans who have served the United States throughout the country's history. However, there is a distinction between the two holidays. Memorial Day commemorates the men and women who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces, particularly those who died in battle or as a result of wounds sustained in battle. In other words, the purpose of Memorial Day is to memorialize the veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. You'll find that some veterans find it dismaying when they are thanked on this day. It's a time remembering those who lost their lives and could not come home. We might consider how we can support and safeguard their grieving families and loved ones who are left behind, as well as reflecting on why we, the living, have the luxury and freedom that we enjoy today. Veterans Day is the day set aside to thank and honor all who served in the United States Armed Forces, in wartime or peacetime, regardless of whether they died or survived. Veterans Day is always observed officially on November 11th, regardless of the day of the week on which it falls. Read more about Veterans Day. Flying Old Glory. Flag etiquette on Memorial Day is unique. At sunrise, flags are to be raised to full staff briskly, then lowered to half-staff position, where they will remain until noon. See guidelines for flying the American flag. Traditionally, on Memorial Day, U.S. volunteers often place small American flags on each gravesite at national cemeteries. A national moment of remembrance takes place at 3 p.m. local time. Consider visiting a local cemetery to place flags. Many organizations would be grateful for volunteers. Contact your local American Legion post, Daughters of the American Revolution, or Boy or Girl Scouts troops. Memorial Day facts and history. The custom of honoring ancestors by cleaning cemeteries and decorating graves is an ancient and worldwide tradition. In early rural America, it was usually performed in summer and was an occasion for family reunions and picnics. The ritual of visiting family graves and memorials was never a morbid tradition. Rather, it was an annual act of remembrance, as well as a chance to clean and decorate family memorials. Often, families would picnic as well. Cemeteries were often the only open green spaces in crowded cities. Memorial Day was originally known as Decoration Day, starting with the American Civil War. It's believed that the tradition of honoring the dead was inspired by the way Southern states decorated the graves of both Confederate and Union soldiers with flowers, wreaths, and flags. Several cities and towns across the country lay claim as the first to observe Decoration Day. On May 5, 1866, Waterloo, New York, hosted its own community-wide event that, in 1966, led to President Lyndon Johnson declaring the town as the birthplace of Decoration Day. Meanwhile, on May 5, 1868, inspired by the suggestion of veteran Major General John A. Logan, Commander-in-Chief of the Grand Army of the Republic, a fraternal organization of Union Civil War veterans, issued General Order No. 11, designating the 30th of May as an annual day of remembrance. The idea caught on. With the Civil War, America's need to honor its military dead became prominent as monuments were raised and ceremonies centering on the decoration of soldiers' graves were held in towns and cities throughout the nation. Since it all started with the Civil War, you might want to brush up on your knowledge of this event by visiting the Library of Congress Civil War collection, which includes more than 1,000 photographs from the time.